Good morning and welcome to tea time. Wait, where the fuck is the microphone? This probably sounds terrible. Good morning and welcome to tea time. Yes. This is the episode where I move the microphone around. Oh. My little microphone box. Good morning and welcome to tea time. Today we're going to talk about sadness. So the idea is I have this YouTube channel and it's just me. I just be myself and that's it. That's all it is. But being a public figure, I wouldn't really say I'm like a super public figure. I'm like a just barely kind of a public figure. I think even just like making this VOD makes me a public figure in one way, small way or another. You can like compare and say, oh, you're not famous, you are famous, you're this, you're that, whatever it is. But the point remains that I have a variety of YouTube channels and I do this public thing that anyone can watch, anyone at all. And that means that brings up these sort of interesting, strange things. Like, people in my life can look this stuff up. People, like friends of mine and family and can look up and watch these videos, which is a bit weird feeling, to some extent. And the concept to a little bit is sort of, do I display negative emotions, right? And do I talk about negative emotions? Do I cite specific examples when I've felt negative emotions? I will say, in the very least, that for a long time I was in the bad habit of suppressing negative emotions, and I would pretend that they didn't exist and that they didn't affect me. And I would just, mind over matter it out and be like, oh, I'm just not going to be angry right now. Even though I want to be, I'm going to choose to not be angry. I'm going to choose to not be sad right now, or whatever it might be. And that backfired for a reason that I don't really know. It's okay for me to say, to tell those stories. First of all, because there's other people involved, so I want to respect their privacy. But second of all, from a PR standpoint, it's like I want to, ideally, I want people to enjoy the channel and not to come here and be affected in a negative way. I don't think displaying and talking about negative emotions is going to necessarily affect people in a negative way. I think it can have a sort of camaraderie effect where it's like, oh, hey, I've been there too. Cool. It feels good that I'm not the only one that's gone through that kind of a thing, What I don't want is people feeling bad for me because my life is fucking awesome, No matter how awesome, I think no matter how awesome your life is, you're still going to have times where you experience negative emotions. I'm pretty sure. Being a human being, I think that's part of being a human being is having the whole spectrum of emotion, the whole human being experience. And like I said before, I used to deny that experience. And now I'm okay with it. And I'm not going to tell any of the stories just yet. I want to kind of get your opinion, your all opinion on the idea. Sort of like, on the one hand, it's cool. It would be cool. I would like to share my whole experience as a human being with you. And maybe that will be, helpful or useful or interesting, to you in your life. But on the other hand, it's like, I don't want anyone to be feeling bad for me because I express and feel negative emotions. I'm a human being. We all do it. We all should be doing it. I don't want that. And I also don't want people to come to the channel and be like, oh my God, this guy's depressing. Now I feel terrible and depressed. I don't want to watch this anymore. And then leave. It's like, ugh, that's not good either. Like, the purpose of this YouTube channel is to, I suppose that's a good question. Why am I doing this? What is the purpose of this? I think it would help if I had a better understanding. I suppose it's, I say that and I don't have an answer. I'm just stalling for time. I want to share who I am with all of you. Because I do the other YouTube channel, which is like StarCraft tutorials and very polished and very, write a script, take a lot of time and stuff like that. And I created this YouTube channel because I thought, well, I'll just make a YouTube channel where I'm just me. And maybe people are interested in that. So I suppose the question comes sort of, are people interested in the other side, and not just the positive, happy, excited side of my life, but also the sad, angry, the other, emotions, the full emotional gamut. Is that something for this channel? And it's sort of like, do I want like any of my family to like be able to jump up on here and like watch me or listen to me tell a story about being really sad that I haven't necessarily even shared with them? Weird, right? Weird. But it doesn't come up, Like, I have a negative emotional experience, right? That's not going to come up in conversation at any point in time unless I like barge in right through the door and be like, hey, mom and dad, I was super depressed last night. This is what happened. It's like, I don't know. That's really, maybe you do that. Maybe that's something that I should do, but that's not something that I'm in the habit of doing. And maybe I should be, but it's like, it's so much easier to tell those kind of stories and to talk about that kind of stuff and like be down with the YouTube comments and the the tweets and the things like that. There's also sort of the other things to take into consideration, sort of like, wow, people misconstruing only seeing this video and be like, wow, that JaKaTaK guy is a super depressed, negative dude, like I don't want to watch his videos anymore, kind of a thing. Which, as much as it's like I want to affect StarCraft in a positive way, like part of that means the, making videos that people want to watch. As CPG Gray says, like that's like the main thing. I have to make videos that people want to watch if I want to be successful and continue to do this full time, which I do. I do want to continue to do this full time. This has been by far the greatest job that I've ever had. It's awesome. It's really enjoyable, and I feel like I'm doing something, and maybe I'm not, maybe I am, but I mean, I feel like doing this kind of a thing, you might say it's only StarCraft, it's only a game. You probably don't, because if you're watching this channel, you're probably into StarCraft. But I think that it's more than just StarCraft. I think it's this awesome metaphor for life and how to be better, how to be a better human. Day 9 says, be a better gamer. I think by being a better gamer, we apply that to real life. We become better humans. But yeah, let me know what you think. I suppose on one level, is it okay to talk about on a YouTube channel personal and negative emotional experiences and stories? If so, what is the best method or avenue to do that? What should I be thinking about as I talk about that kind of stuff? Like, how is it best to work out? And secondly, this is the crazy shit. This is like the shit that would be like ridiculously scary, but potentially really cool. Is it okay? Is it a good idea to capture negative emotional experiences with this camera and publicize them. Even if that's a good idea, it would take a tremendous amount of courage for me to do that. I don't think I'm a coward, but maybe I'm not that brave, you know? Like, that's the question, you know, when you get into bias. Like, it's something that would be really scary for me to do. So it clouds my judgment of being able to figure out if I should do it or not. Because I'm like, oh, well, I shouldn't do it. It's like, well, is that because I'm scared? Is that bias of like fear coming in, and that's why I'm rationalizing not doing that? And I can list all the reasons why that would be a bad idea. Very easy to do. You know, so that's it. Those are my questions, etc. for the day. I hope you, I'm interested in hearing what you have to say and talking with you about it, because this YouTube channel is still very small. So it's very easy for me to just reply to all the comments and have conversations with you all, which I like. And that might not be forever, or maybe it will be. Maybe this channel will be always small. But in any case, let's have a discussion about it. What do you think and why? See ya.